18 was cleaned up. Seniors could drive school. School bus. We're gonna dance pledge allegiance. What's that? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. This is Monday, September 15th.
Dave, are we unmuted? Can you see everything in here?
Yes, everything's fine. Thank you.
Can't hear you.
Is it still?
Hey, Dave. Can
Hi.
you hear?
I'm speaking right now.
We can't hear you, Dave.
Can't hear you.
It's not my side.
We barely can now. I'm getting a little volume.
It's not my
I
side.
think it's a volume issue.
Need a little volume there.
Yeah, where is the volume button on here? Oh, there it is. There we hear you. I had to turn it all the way up to 100.
Hear us now?
Check 1, 2, 3,
We can't hear
4.
you now.
Still can't. No, here. Oh, there it is.
That's paying that, it's playing what you just said again, like it did the other night.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like,
That's paying that.
So I can.
Not on my side. I've been having meetings all day.
yeah, we can hear somebody else talking too.
Not here. I'm by
No.
myself.
That's us. It's your voice echoing. No, it ain't. It's, that's somebody else. Yeah. Somebody else talking too.
Not here.
It's delayed. Yeah, it's, yeah.
She fix it.
No, it ain't. That's somebody else.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Cross my fingers.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Maybe.
No, we got it. Thank you.
Everything's off. I mean, look, I'm moving, see, it's not doing anything.
It was doing that today.
Yeah, another gentleman on the screen.
Did Amy
That's
get-
Sean,
did
that's
you get-
Sean, that's Sean on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Monday, September 15th, meeting of the county council. We are in forum. Vice President Dave is on Zoom. All right, let's get right into this. Kelly? I should have said Kelly Graham, I'm sorry.
Great. Thank you.
Give you one this morning. Do you need another?
It is.
Then.
Oh.
Okay, so we're here for bank reconciling in Crow, an update. This morning I was told to put things on hold by the commissioners, so I got a hold of Crow. I told them to stop. I need a to the penny price where we're at. I need to know how much longer it's gonna take. I need to know how much more they think it's gonna cost. Estimate it as close as they can get it. I did receive the email that's on the top from Crow on Monday, Thursday, September 11th. The county has not balanced bank statements since March of 23. Since the statements are over 2 years old, individuals are no longer in their position, and this is a lack of detailed documentation and delays in receipting and automated bank transactions to assist in the reconciliation process. We have reviewed all transactions from April till July of 2023, and we have narrowed our differences. We attempted to attain detailed information from payroll transactions and property tax corrections, and we believe both of these areas are causing some issues. So with that, at the beginning of August, there was an email sent to Suzanne. The end of August, there was an email sent to Suzanne. The beginning of September, I got Michaeline involved. She got them their forms. We're still having problems with payroll reconciling. So at the moment, I'm about, well, I should say at the end of August 29th, we are, I gotta wrote down somewhere. $5,657.70 over. The first, the contract we signed was $12,475 for the first 50 hours. 50 hours is nothing. We all worked that in a week. So we all knew we were gonna go over. That's just. Right now they have Kara, the CPA, which she doesn't make as much as Mark, the other CPA. They all are rated by how many years they've been there. She goes through it, then Mark goes through it, and then it comes back.
Well, I have a couple things. One, do the commissioners have the right to stop it? If we appropriate more money, they don't. Am I correct?
Well, you guys as the fiscal body can reconcile it with your own, on your own.
And the other statement is. This is not Kelly's fault. This has nothing to do with her. This has to do with previous employees, not what is going on now.
This has been an ongoing thing.
So we've been written up about State Board of Accounts 2 years in a row because of this. Now we're gonna get written up for probably this year, which will be for last year.
I filed the correction action plan with the State Board of Accounts
Well,
because she did not when she left office.
Yeah, if they're saying to stop it, we're not following through with it.
Exactly.
So as far as I'm concerned, that plan is no good. I mean, that's all I got to say. I mean. I don't.
The biggest thing was establishing a pattern of how payments were put in, how deposits were made, how deposits weren't made. Most offices do things weekly the same. Make deposits every day, reconcile every day, B&Vs every day. I mean, it's just the same thing, in and out every day. There is no pattern established. Deposits weren't done in a pattern, just things weren't done in patterns to pick it up fast.
Can you hear us, Dave?
I don't think you can hear me still.
Yeah, we can now.
We can now.
Okay.
So,
Can I ask one question? Wasn't this known about? The problem was known before she was ever out of office.
yes,
Yes,
She was bonded. All of this could have been taken care of with the bond. For whatever reasons, people didn't follow through. But this is a mess. It needs to be corrected. It's a shame that it wasn't corrected that other way. But it needs to be taken care of.
Justin, is it not possible for them to go back against her bond since it happened before her bond expired?
I'd have to find out. I've
Would
never
you
let it
please?
on before. I mean, I can if you'd like me to, sure. I honestly just don't know. I've never had to do that.
I mean, normally. That bond just has to be released by somebody. I mean, I would have thought when. You do work for a county and you post a bond, there'll be a release of that bond.
Do we bond through our insurance company?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and see, and if you have an accident and your insurance expires after the accident, or if you get pregnant and your insurance expires before you have the baby, they still cover you. So why wouldn't this? Couldn't this still be
Yeah,
covered?
it's probably a carry question.
Would you please check
Certainly.
into that?
But I
Sure.
would think it's worth checking into
I
myself.
don't know if her bond was through Carrie because she had to have a special bond.
I'll start there and maybe she could. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, because it's. Not fair to the taxpayers that we're. Having to put this burden on everybody for something that wasn't caused by
Any of us.
any of us.
Well, I think. I agree with that. But I do think this company, I think Pro should probably give us. Some type of an estimate of what it's,
They said by the end of next week, I will have that.
I agree,
What it's
I agree
gonna
with
cost.
Howard, I agree.
okay,
I agree with Howard on that one. I mean, they made the estimate in the first place, and honestly, I really feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kelly, but I thought it might even actually be less than what they first estimated. So I think they kind of sold us because at the time, Kay Chaffins was offering to do it for a lot cheaper. Lori offered to do it for free, but at the time, Crow said, "Oh, we can do it, and we don't think it's going to be that big of a deal." Now all of a sudden, it's a big deal. Maybe they're not the right accounting firm.
I don't know, I don't know, if we would let anybody that was part of the problem have anything to do with any of it.
And I asked for a non-biased company, Baker Tilly, Crow, and another company from Chicago, I can't remember their name. They all did their estimate, their first contracts on 50 hours. And on the back pages of the estimates, there was broke down by hour, how much more it would cost if it went over the 50 hours. It was in the contract. I have the contract in my office.
So when you're saying biased, are you saying K would be biased, or are you saying?
I mean,
Lori?
just like non-biased, never was an elected official, never worked for the county.
Sure, but how do you see that as a benefit when Crow doesn't understand any of our systems and Kay Chafin's would? I'm
All
just
they have to
asking.
understand is money. I don't think any employee, previous employees have anything to do with this.
Yeah, but
I don't-
commissioners want.
If she would have just done her job in the first place, we wouldn't have had this problem.
And they'd all have to be bonded to come back too.
Okay, but if she was willing to get a bond and I'm playing devil's advocate here, guys. This is a lot of money. And I'm just saying, she knows our system, and I don't know what you mean. Like, this is accounting, like it would be in
If-
black and white.
If,
Like,
if
how
she
does
knew,
she
if she
budget?
knew this, if she knew the system, it would have been reconciled 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Was
Not
Kate
dragged on
Chapin's-
like it is now.
Was
It
Kay
makes us feel
Chafin's,
like a bunch of idiots.
Asking.
Oh,
Kay Chafin's wasn't the treasurer though 2 years ago.
Oh, I thought you said Lori.
I thought you said
were
Lori.
talking about-
Chafin's.
Audit from KJ when she was here.
Well, didn't you say Lori offered to do it for free? Well, why didn't she do it in the first place?
But what did
agree.
commissioners say this
They just told
morning?
me to stop. Just pause it. That's what they told me this morning. Pause it. So I did. I called Crow and asked them to pause.
What-
And get me an estimate. And they said they would have one to me by the end of next week.
I don't know if they're ever gonna be able to give a definitive estimate, because they don't know
I told
how.
them to get me as close as possible. Do not make it like, hey, it's, this much and later you're gonna tell me it's 10 grand more. No, that's not an estimate. Get me closer than that.
Well, I just want to say that I think Todd was at the last meeting when we had our auditor. I know he's been to me with a couple of, with me with a couple of them.
No.
What if, like, at some point though, the State Board of Accounts did talk about that you reconcile books and sometimes you just write them off. I'm just saying, for a $5,000 error, we've already spent what, 16,000? Are we willing to spend another 16,000? We might just be able to zero the books and write it off?
They started auditing May of 2023. They found a $400,000 discrepancy. They have that down to $20,000 now. And
I thought
that's
you
just
said
May.
5. I thought you said 5.
It was $400,000
It
discrepancy.
was $5,000 over, Dave.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's 5,000 over. I'm just saying, we're not 400,000 either way. But in accounting, it doesn't matter. Positive or negative is bad. But what I'm saying is we're only 5,000 off now, correct? I'm just
No.
asking.
No,
No.
she was saying it was an extra $5,000 than what they originally signed the contract for. But the amount that it was off was 400,000,
Just for 1 month.
just for 1 month.
And so, just so I understand, Kelly, are you saying that they said it was because of payroll and something else, right?
They said they were having problems with payroll. That was causing a holdup. Because.
Now, payroll in that office specifically?
No, payroll county, because it's not just the treasurer's office they have to balance. The treasurer balances every office in the county.
So you get the payroll numbers from
From-
somebody in the auditor's office when
Yes,
you.
that's where they come from. Yes.
And so if even if you were getting numbers and they gave you the wrong numbers, it could still mess your books up now then, correct?
Actually, it's automatic.
Now,
It's automatic. When we do payroll, when Suzanne enters all payroll, then when she clicks a button, it all transfers to the bank and to people's different accounts and transfers to Kelly.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is
Transfers to
Kelly's
Kelly's
office,
exactly. Pardon?
the treasurer's office then would not make a payroll mistake. The auditor's office would make a payroll mistake. I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
yeah,
No, not
Well-
really, no. If the auditor made a mistake in the payroll, the mistake would transfer to the treasurer's office, but the treasurer's office doesn't do the payroll.
That's what I'm asking though. So at the end of the day, this could end up being, I'm just asking Kelly, could this end up being a payroll error? This,
I don't think it's just payroll.
okay, but it could be that some or part of this even is payroll and not just the treasurer. I'm just trying to figure out where all the mistakes could be. some of this could be the auditor's office is what you're saying, or probably was.
No,
I don't think so.
So
no,
none of this so far was payroll.
No, if there is payroll problems. It wasn't even any of us because I wasn't there, but
I'm not saying any of you or whatever else.
I'm just
trying to
saying
figure out-
it's just automatic.
so,
I think the problem Kelly was saying is the dates of deposits, because sometimes. It posts to some banks on different days than what it posts to other banks.
it doesn't
So-
matter when it should post to a bank, it matters when it gets drawn out of our account.
Oh, okay.
The problem we're having is detailed information of payroll transactions. So if payroll's being done and, things, what's it called?
Ways.
No. Adjustments,
Oh.
adjustments to payroll are being done. So you have payroll going in, adjustments to payroll going on, and then another number comes out. So it's showing that in the bank. So you're having payroll come out, then you're having money put back in, and you're having payroll come, like, be off because you're
Yeah.
adjusting the
I
payroll.
understand.
Who
Okay,
does the adjustments to the payroll?
yes,
You know who?
The auditor office.
And there was several, I know of several tax transitions where taxes were put in the wrong place where they weren't supposed to be put, and it threw
Yes.
that off, and people ended up paying late charges, were assessed late charges because they're not applied.
I
Lease
agree.
payments were applied, the lease payments from the hospital.
Yeah, that's what-
were
applied to taxes.
To taxes.
Then they
That's
ended
a
up,
big mess.
that was a mess.
Huge mess. I also, at the beginning of the year, got a call from the railroad, over $8,000 that were supposed to be applied to taxes because they got a delinquent letter. And they never got applied. They're an ACH deposit and she never applied them to their property. So that's another one. I mean, there's all kinds of things like that.
But after 2 years' time, isn't this what the State Board of Accounts is trying to straighten up?
Yeah.
So I would think as this body, our concern is how do we keep the county going forward from here? Forget about placing the blame. I
Right.
think at some point in time, you have to reconcile the books and
Forward.
move forward. And so whether, I think a couple of things have been bandied around. One is we need to have an estimate about how much more. But more important to me is if we can get money from that bond that she had.
Yeah, that's more important, I
That's
think.
more important to me than knowing what the estimate would be. Because quite honestly, the taxpayers of Starke County don't deserve this. Period.
No, I agree wholeheartedly.
Yes, sir.
I would like to see that estimate, but I'd also like to see you get in that estimate a not to exceed amount.
Okay.
That way, we're not going over it.
Yeah,
again. We should have had a not to exceed on this one.
I thought we had one originally.
So-
Yeah.
We didn't?
No, in the contract,
I don't think.
$12,475 for the first 50 hours, and then it was broke down on the last page of the estimate, how much it would be more per hour. Per which CPA was working on it, per skill level.
But I'd like to see a not to succeed amount put on it. And I mean, we really can't make a decision, in my opinion, until we get.
No, we should see that. I agree.
I think Todd's right. I think we might have approved a maximum amount though for Crow.
I thought we did 2 days.
Todd's right.
I,
Todd's right about that.
I'm very hesitant to share any of this. Did you guys get this letter in your
Yes, I've
mailbox?
got it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did.
I'm very hesitant to share this because it doesn't have a name on it. And I think when you send letters, when you send a letter, you should put your name on it. But with your approval, Todd, I'm gonna share just a part of it, because this may help clear up some.
Sure. Yeah, 'cause I don't think.
On March, this is a letter, and it's a very nicely respectful written letter. It's not a beat up slam letter. It's very respectful. It's not it's not an accusatory letter.
Okay. All right.
Right there.
On March 17th, this is not me, this is the letter that Faye said you received it. Okay, I just got it tonight and they brought it in my mail. Did any of the other council get it? Did you get it, Dave?
Which statement are you talking about?
What-
This one right here.
I don't know if I got it.
Exactly, right.
Okay, no,
Dave, it's in your mail.
okay,
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have seen it because I was gone.
okay, But, and again, it's a very respectfully written letter. On March 17th, the treasurer presented to request the county council, and we double check this with our minutes. On March 17th, 2025, the treasurer presented this request to the county council. County council member Cassie Hines moved to approve Crow LLP in the amount of up to $12,475, seconded by county council Kay Goodman.
That's right then. So that's not, I don't think that's Kelly's fault either. That'd be Crow's fault. For going over.
Yeah,
Without
he's
permission.
right. I mean, actually. So I don't know how accurate this is. We'd have to go back and compare it with our minutes, but that's what this letter states.
And I don't know who wrote that letter, but I got a copy too. It was laying on my desk in an envelope and I can't.
It's a very respectfully written letter,
Yeah.
and it's not accusatory of anybody. But I just thought I just got a little problem with it, because sign your name to a letter if you're gonna send a letter.
If
Tell us who you send
if
it.
you're gonna write a letter, about me, I'd like one.
Well, it's not about you.
No, it's not really about you.
No,
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
not.
it's just a general thing, this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the facts that, it's just facts.
yeah, it's very respectfully written.
Yeah. Sandy, did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanna make one comment. Okay, we're talking about 23 and all of 24, none of this was reconciled. Being a bookkeeper myself in the past, how do you expect them to do a year or a year and a half work in 50 hours? They have to do all this work daily.
I'm to pay for that.
How can they do it in 50 hours if you're talking a year or year and a half?
Yeah,
It's impossible.
there's a lot of forensic accounting that has to go on there,
It all has to be done.
but
See what it says up to.
with that being said, I mean, I agree with Bill. I mean, they should tell us. I mean.
Yeah.
They should tell us what it's gonna cost, but the problem is. I mean, they did exceed what they were supposed to exceed
By quite a bit.
by $5,000 or whatever the total is. I mean, they need to do some explaining. How that happened. I mean, that's the only thing I say. Not saying that it was done maliciously by any means. Yeah, I'm sure that's right. I'm sure that's right. I mean, whoever wrote that letter looked at the minutes and they know what it is.
I don't know, cause I swear I got the same copy you guys did.
It's very respectfully written, and I'm
Yeah.
sure it's very accurate.
That's not accusatory.
No, not at all.
No.
Accusations at all.
It's just facts. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's facts.
Could we make a motion to table until we get Kelly's further information and we find out Crow's response?
And also, Justin looking into the bond.
I wanna find out about the bond.
So can Dave make motion on Zoom?
Oh, gosh.
I don't think so, right? I didn't do your guys' electronic ordinance. I wouldn't.
I thought we have that in the ordinance.
I don't know if we had.
We can vote. I know we can vote. I don't know about somebody else could make it, but I know we can
Yeah.
vote. I don't know about
I'll
the
make a
motion.
motion to table it
Okay, until
until,
we hear from Crow.
right, and then the other part, is that gonna be two separate ones?
It could be all,
Separate motion?
I'll see why not. It could be
And
one.
if Justin checks into, where check into something, then
I'll do bond.
I'll see
The
what the
bond.
bond, yeah.
what there's.
Okay, so we have a motion from Kay to wait until we get a response from Crow as to what the amount is gonna be, and also that our attorney inquire about the bond.
I'll second.
Have a second. Any discussion? Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Opposed? You opposed, Dave? Okay, motion carried. I just want to make sure, I didn't hear.
Did Dave oppose?
Well, he was wanting to make the motion.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, I'm an aye.
okay,
He didn't know, I.
okay, Kelly?
Okay, and between now and then, I'm going to get a hold of Crow. I'm going to get it and have it not to say not to exceed. And I'm also gonna get a hold of State Board of Accounts. And DGLF,
That's a good idea. All right, very good.
okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the other Kelly.
You may have already had copies of these, but I want you to have another one.
thanks for giving me some time.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So I want to talk about our masonry program and give an update on that. At NJSP High School, we've got 9 kids. Half in the morning, the other half in the afternoon, with a career union masonry instructor, bricklaying. So we've got that program off the ground and started. What you're looking there on that list is startup cost materials. This is not typically something, when you get a program like this, that isn't your typical English or math class that we just need textbooks for. This kind of programming has some unfunded needs in there. And so that's a comprehensive list of what we need to get started for the capstone project. Once the building trades, kind of the carpentry part of it transitions into masonry, you'll see the 2 big items on there are the electric mixer and the concrete saw. And then you get into hand tools and such that adds up quick.
Kelly, do you have a copy?
I sure do. It's a shade over 17,000.
Thank
It
you.
is the ask. And this is a program that then we hope to further transition to be available for adult education as well. And then those items could be shared between the 2 programs.
You know, has anybody reached out to some of the contractors? Like, I'm just gonna throw a ton of blank out there. One of my good friends is concrete superintendent for ton of blank.
Sure.
I don't know if somebody reached out to them. Maybe for some of these items that are on here.
But yes, the answer to that is yes.
Okay.
The really nice thing about this, the union halls, and places like Crown Brick, there is a lot of donated items, but a lot of sweat equity that comes too. So the area in the school that I kind of co-opted to put this program in, we need to get a wall put up to kind of cordon off from the welding base. So our instructor, Shannon Solinsky, her former union hall, they're gonna come down here in the next few weeks and do it on a Saturday. Crown Brick's gonna donate the block.
Beautiful.
So we've got a lot of good connections being made and a lot of in-kind donations already.
Bruce, as a skill board, representative from this body. Kelly, I'm gonna tell you what, Kelly Shepherd went up and above the call of duty as a superintendent.
I agree.
He was struggling as skill. And we went through a couple of years with nobody worrying about these future programs. Kelly stepped up and got this ball rolling. I'm the one that encouraged him to come to this board and see if we couldn't get some economic development money to fund this one time program to get started. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I happen to know a little about superintendents. They need all the help they can get because they're gonna get fired on by all sides. What they're doing in the North Judson School is tremendous.
Yeah.
And I support it 110%. And
Well, thanks,
it's
Bruce.
needed. The skill wasn't stepping up with the curriculum, but you did.
Yeah, agree.
Did you go to the commissioners today? You did.
Yeah.
And that's where they wanted to take it out of Cume Cap, right?
That's where.
I think so. It's not, and I think we said it needs to come out of CEDA. Cause this is this is an economic development thing more than it is a capital investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes sense to me.
That's the only place it should come out as far as I'm.
I'll make a motion if we are at that point.
How
Can I
much,
ask a question? Can I ask
Yeah.
one question? The
Yeah.
money that we put in the solar fund also is for economic development, correct?
yeah, either way,
It is.
yeah,
The only reason why I asked is, and I don't want to speak about somebody that's not here, but I know it was mentioned before that somebody thought it was a good idea maybe to take the bricklaying money out of the solar money too, but just throwing it out there. I'm not against either way. I just
I don't
asked.
think it doesn't really matter to me either.
That's going back. I'm the one member that's been here. I haven't been here all the time, but when we developed it, this is the exact program that we were looking to use economic development money for. I personally would like to see it come out of.
Did-
Okay, do you want, when you said you're making a motion, you want the full $17,614.10?
I absolutely would make it for that amount, and my motion would include that it comes out of CETA. I think we're gonna have plenty of
I'll
ways.
second that.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank
Good work.
thank you,
Very much
Kelly.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We got a lot, let's have a lot.
We
of
just
limestone and
very
brick built in the county. 50
I'll
years.
tell you that.
We will keep growing some more programming too.
And I hope we don't get in a rut of having all these positive things happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's,
don't want to fall bad habits.
all right, next on the, Sean, I see you're on there.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, well, why couldn't you
Yes.
grace us with your presence?
Oh, boy.
He was here this morning.
It's always a pleasure. It's a tough act to follow with Superintendent Shepherd, so thank you for that. I went in front of the county commissioners today regarding a request for funding of $50,000 from the opioid abatement restricted funds to continue with the sustained services of Tim Gerhart. He's our licensed clinical social worker that's working through court services. This would allow Tim Gerhart and his associate to remain with the evidence-based treatment program services they've been providing for the past 2 years now. And just an update for the board, but Mr. Gerhart and his associate, they do assessments, individual counseling services for all justice-involved individuals under the umbrella of court services supervision. That would be probationers, home detention offenders, anybody involved in the criminal justice system. Primarily, he works with folks that experience substance use disorders and mental health related conditions. And he does a fantastic job. And I would like to give Tim a little credit too, because the county commissioners and the council, if approved by you all as well, this will be the third consecutive year this has been in play. And I'm happy to say Tim has always worked within the parameters of funding allotted him. He has never went over the allotted amount. He's always came in underneath the allotted amount, and he's never requested additional funding to complete the services that are so desperately needed by our agency.
I think, Dave probably knows this.
Yeah, Dave,
program
I
as
mean-
good as anybody. Where are we at, Dave?
Yeah, we have plenty of money in there, and this
Yep.
would be something that would be good for this, because a lot of the things we buy are for penalty. And this is actually helping them get off drugs.
Prevention.
And I did talk to Mr. Well, I've spoken to a few different people, obviously on this, but I know that there's going to be more efforts made too, to keep on trying to get other types of funding too. So this is the only place that the department can get this funding right now. So it's a legitimate ask.
All right. With all that being said, do we have a motion to?
Yes, I will make a motion to fund that out of the opiate restricted fund.
Okay, we have a
For the
motion.
amount of $50,000.
We have a motion from Bill, second,
Second.
and a second from Kay. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Well, I'm glad I didn't.
There you go. Hi, Sean.
Thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
You too.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'll come see you soon, Ethan.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Westroff.
Well,
right.
I don't have to wrestle.
Amy, Teresa?
Maybe.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so I'm here tonight to talk about the electric at the campground. So it has been probably a while since it's been upgraded. It's pretty inefficient, outdated, if you will. So twice this summer, the electric went out when we were at max capacity and it was hot. So luckily it was we got it started again with the use of putting umbrellas over the breaker boxes and a fan, which I was really surprised about, but it worked. And I think they've been doing that old trick for a while. I just don't know how much longer that's gonna hold up. Our NIPSCO bill is up approximately 40% on the year, which so So far, we've spent about 22.3 on NIPSCO. Just the last 2 months has been 13.5. So when I was here for our budget, I hadn't gotten those two bills yet. So there's really no telling when it was last upgraded, but it's definitely not very efficient and it's just going to get more and more expensive. So Teresa and I went to the United Consulting for a bid quote. You need this.
So this is just for the RFP, this is just to get the packets in order to get the COs. Because I know it's gonna be over
So-
50,000.
So this is covering three things, the utility design and utility design and coordination, bidding service, and post-bid services. They are the cost is 17,800. And we talked a little this morning about how the electric out there doesn't really support modern RVs. So these new RVs are bigger. They have not one air conditioning, they have 3 air conditioning. They have, Wi-Fi capabilities and all these new modern luxuries that our 30 amp service doesn't always support. So that's kind of where we.
So.
issue, okay, sorry.
Oh, well,
No, I'm fine.
I've been talking about this for a long time. And the whole thing is that every one of those sites that are permanent should have a meter on it.
Right.
And that's what this would do.
Because as of now, if you come out there at the weekend, it's like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna leave the air on. So they leave because they don't care. They have no skin in the game. This
Lights
way,
are on.
they're skin in the game. I would think the electric bill would drop drastically. Especially if
So on, they're paying their own electric.
Yeah.
yeah, they're paying. That's what I mean.
That's the way it is at our campgrounds because we had the same problem. And they put in meters at everybody and they upgraded the whole campground from 25 amp to 50 amp because plugins were melting.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is happening at Bass Lake Campground.
What is the percentage, Amy, of seasonal people that go in April and leave in September or May to October? What is the percentage versus just the weekenders?
So we have 60 sites. This year we had 7 of them for weekends, so we had 50.
So the majority of them are
Yes.
seasonal people.
Bass.
Okay, that's, okay.
And plus, you would think that maybe we could make some more sites out there.
Yeah.
We have some other ideas of.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Todd. Todd,
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, yeah.
this might be a good question for you because you do with quotes and things and proposals. Instead of getting a consultant, why couldn't we just put an RFP out?
That's what I said today when we talked.
Like, why use a consultant? Why not just get a
Just
quote?
have some bids put out there.
That's what I thought too.
I have to know exactly what doing, so United Consultants brought out an electrician. He looked at everything, these bid packets give you down to the screws of how many and what you're gonna need.
So what I think, going off of what Dave said. This should almost be like a design build, okay? What the design build is, different electrical companies that come out and they say, okay, here's the scope of the work. The scope of the work is to upgrade it. And we're gonna put meters in. So. You're gonna pick somebody and then they in turn are gonna be the ones that draw up how all this is gonna be accomplished. And then that would be looked to somebody, I mean, NDOT does that for multi-million-dollar projects all the time. Just from the standpoint of where the costs are going. And then you're maybe more apt to get a better, not only better price, but better job, because it's not totally about price.
And with what's going on with the renovations out there, I think you need to be more specific. And there needs to be a little teeth in getting this stuff accomplished when it needs to be accomplished. Because they've really strung you along.
Because I'll tell you what scares me about the whole thing. Is $17,000 in today's is not a lot of money. Okay, it's really not, I hate to say that. But what happens when you do all this? And then we get some crazy bids for $500,000, $1 million, well, we're not gonna fund it, so we just wasted $17,000 out of your budget. I mean, that's my only thought. I don't. Gene, what do you got to say? I mean, what do you think?
I think it's reasonable to find a contractor that will do that. There's contractors that do that, tackle. I actually know a contractor that does that. Will design the system, see what you need, design it and build it.
Yeah,
So you save that upfront consultation money, sure. But I think we really need to look a little beyond tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
Building the system, because I mean, I talked to Amy a little bit about it. I said, I think you should grow the campground a little bit.
I think so
I
too.
mean, the market is there. There's more and more people camping than I've ever seen.
Mhm.
And more of them have the big campers, which to me make great sense.
Yeah.
Because we camp a lot, and I would over half the campers have double air conditioning. So it's not camping anymore. The only part of camping is sitting by the fire.
Yeah.
The rest of it-
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, but I think you need to look a little farther beyond tomorrow, but I think it should be done with consultation of good electrical.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's just my thought, my thought on it.
I agree.
I mean, it seems like we're spending money just so somebody can make money, then spend more.
The return isn't gonna be tomorrow.
No,
When it's completed, it's gonna be, the return's gonna take a couple of years, but we will get a return on investment.
I mean, because this is gonna be a huge, it's gonna be a huge capital program.
Question.
Kelly,
At Bass Lake, their seasonal includes their electric, or do they pay for the electric on top? Why are, what should we pay for electric?
there's no meters, there's no meters, there's no way to. Oh my God, if Nick's wanting to do it, people are doing that. There's at least 3 of them.
You can't afford us to come here.
I don't know how much they charge.
I mean, Cause I had talked to some electricians that I know, granted, this has been a few years ago. And they had went in a campground similar to this one. And they had put meters in at the sites, and the meter installation was around $1,000. You know, for the meter and everything to make it work. But granted, I don't know what shape all the infrastructure was in there. Based on what the infrastructure at Bass Lake is.
If Rick were here, he said he went out and looked and all of the wires are too small for the loads they're carrying. That's why everything is melting.
Yeah, sure.
So, I probably should know this, but I don't. What does a seasonal camper pay for the season?
2,800.
2,800? Okay, I know, reflecting back, this is probably not for this board to decide. I'm gonna ask this question first, retainability. Do you lose a lot of seasonal camper? Do people jump in for 1 year and say, oh, we're not coming back? What would you say is the percentage of people that stay, that are perpetually 5, 10 years, year after year?
I would say a high percent of
Pretty
them
high.
stay. Yeah.
And there is a waiting list, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know, back in the years when Bass Lake and different created the Conservancy District and things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a fee to homeowners to tie into the system.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Like hook up fee.
Okay,
Well, you're talking permanent resident, you know, basis that,
you talking for me?
what, how long is the actual how many months is it?
April 1st to October 31st.
So that's 6 months.
No.
So at 6 months, that's saying if you were taking the money, that's $466 a month for electric. I don't know if anybody looked at their last NIPSCO bill,
Yeah, it went way up.
but it's way up. So,
Well, the one thing's for sure, it needs to be done.
so I'm guessing that probably half of that $2,800 is going towards electricity.
Right,
Yeah, so we can't.
and it won't take very long to recoup that money when they're
No.
paying their own bill.
It's just the capital. It's the capital outlay, but I don't know,
Couldn't that
it only
be-
makes business sense to me. I don't know,
So, I mean, it's gonna be costly,
yeah, it's gonna be costly,
because I mean, it's all underground, all the wire has to be replaced, it's designed on a 30 amp system.
Yeah.
So it's all undersized.
maybe some of it won't, I mean, who knows?
The branch maybe off.
I don't know, I mean, and the thing is. I don't know what they're gonna give us for $17,000, but I'm gonna guess from my previous experience, it's not gonna be very much.
You don't have to, if any wires you don't reuse.
Sorry, I wrote on that one.
Make sure that you're not losing, we may be losing current
Could be,
because of this
Absolutely.
Yeah.
wire.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So
that's not,
did Dave recommend, and are you recommending that we just put this out for like a bid and it'll be
well,
engineered and construction bid?
I don't know if we can really. I don't know if we can really recommend that, but we can we can surely deny the money to fund it.
We can put an RFP out and see who tries to get it.
What do we need to do to expedite this?
Well,
If we want
I think it would have to probably come, it would probably have to come before the park board. And then I don't know if the commissioners would have to sign on to it to do that.
I think their vote this morning was for her to take it out of her budget. And then at the end of the year, when they were short, the commissioners would look to supplement what they
Yeah.
were short.
That makes sense because we could do an additional even.
They're just be blown.
She takes more money and we can do an additional also from her money.
But I'm just thinking now, they want to take that $17,000 out of the park fund, which, okay. But seems like we're throwing away $17,000.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think we should.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the only thing we can do is just not approve it. And then, I guess if the commissioners want to take it out of their unappropriated cum cap fund or something, then they'll have to do it. But I think we're going about it the wrong way. And that's my thought on it. Go ahead.
How come the fees that people are paying there are not covering the expenses? It sounds like the fees are too cheap or something's going wrong there.
Well, I think the whole thing is somebody that comes there and stays a weekend, they don't come back till next Friday, they never turn anything off.
Well, I
They
understand,
don't care.
yeah. But it sounds to me that the one thing that needs to happen is like the one lady said there, you gotta get 50 amp service or
Yeah.
whatever to make it
Yeah.
work. That's gonna have a fixed cost, but
And I mean, yeah,
I charge 3,500.
I agree, I agree totally what you're saying, but that's not fair to those people that are playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Now,
You know.
we tried to be conservative.
I mean, that's the only thing I think about it. It's not fair.
But when you put the meters in, how are you gonna charge them? You're gonna charge them so many kilowatt per hour price? then?
Yeah, they're gonna have to charge whatever NIPSCO charges them.
My
Yeah.
house down there,
Most
like,
guys
like,
go
right
right
on
to
Ramsey.
But you're not gonna
We do at our campground too.
you're not gonna do that out there. I don't think that NIPSCO, because they would have to be NIPSCO meters, and that's where we're into all that gigantic cost,
That's what they said we couldn't afford.
couldn't afford it.
So what we did at ours is we ran all the wiring, got all the box, got all the stuff ready. They came in, put the meter in, and poof, we're hooked up.
Yeah, that was REMC though.
It was.
Yeah, but this is NIPSCO, and that's a whole different ballgame.
Night day.
Yeah,
Hey, Todd,
yeah.
but you know, to Kelly's point, I didn't hear this. Have we actually asked NIPSCO about that, about us being site ready and all they gotta do is plug their meter in? Because there are contractors
Yes.
that do that.
Donnie
You-
talked to them. Donnie talked to NIPSCO, I know.
It's unworkable.
And I think the thinking was that it was going to be much more expensive.
I mean, you can do that with a home. I just did that with one of my rentals and they ran the cable under the ground, but I mean, I put my own H panel up and.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Other people have done that. I mean,
But did you pay for the cable though? To have it run?
I did pay for the buried cable. I could have done that myself too. I wish
Yeah.
I would have after they
Yeah.
gave me the price.
Yeah, but you did.
You're gonna pay a monthly fee on those meters right now.
Yeah,
NIPCO, I mean, NIPCO charges.
This is going, this is gonna charge all year round.
That's what, yeah, that's why they said we can't, we would have, I'd have to read the meters myself.
Well,
When
that's-
NIPS go out of it,
Yeah, at our campground,
That's where it should be.
yeah,
one of the maintenance guys reads all the meters.
I'm the maintenance guy.
Yeah,
They give her an app.
yeah, and that's,
You go in and read each one of them first.
and that's the way it should be, because it's,
Mhm, I agree.
I mean, it's not fair for everybody else paying for everybody's electric. Nobody's paying for our electric. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or mean, I'm just stating the facts.
Mhm.
So with that being said, do we have some type of motion one way or another about this money?
Well, I certainly don't wanna see the $17,800 just blown. So, do we deny it or do we table it? If we table it,
Doesn't really
it
make
really
any
doesn't do
difference.
any good, does it?
It's really the same difference whether we table or deny it. It's still,
But I think we all see the need.
I've been bringing it up for years.
Yes, you have.
There's a gigantic need for it. There's a-
We could table and have Todd and Bruce talk to the commissioners about, just getting a couple contractors to bid the project as is.
We can do that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm good with that,
Yeah.
Dave.
Okay, so do we have a motion to that?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Bill has a motion that we table this amount. And Bruce and I will talk to the commissioners about another plan. Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Sorry, that's why I told you earlier.
I'm glad Amy's doing this. We needed it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It
me
needs
too.
to be done. Definitely. All right. Okay, next thing is Nathan and Austin.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Which, the package you're receiving are, a request we had for the commissioners this morning that they approved. We proposed to come out of the jail CDIP fund, a, transit vehicle for the jail. Currently, we have a 2012 with only a partition and no real way other than an officer being in the back for segregation of offenders, things like that. So they approved the quote that's in front of you today, through Lock Monday up here. We gave them a couple of different quotes. This is the one we chose, and really it came down to, it's a little bit cheaper price, and this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. On the very last page, you kind of see the layout of what we're talking about with the partitions, able to isolate high-risk offenders, males from females, things like that.
So there's two different paperclip packets. One is for the van, the second one is for the upfitting.
So what are you doing now?
Currently, we have the, I think it's like a Chevy 3500, and
Okay,
it just has a clear plexiglass partition for the driver. But if there's any segregation we have to have from the offenders, we have to have an officer in there.
so if you did this, we just have one officer or still have two?
We would, unless it's I can't project like a mental health crisis or something like that. We'd be able to keep our males, females separated. No male officer needs to be there for that. We would be able to isolate high risk and EDOs in a individualized compartment.
So the van that you have now. What, it has too many miles? It couldn't be retrofitted for all this, or?
No, it's a 2012 with 130 some thousand miles.
That's not very many miles.
Okay.
I mean, really, comparable. I mean, I have two cars that have 170,000 on, them. I drive them every day, 110 miles. I mean, anybody in the council, you have discussion? Anybody have anything?
How long would you propose, are you thinking this van would last?
We're hoping 10 years. That's what we're shooting for. That's approximately what we've had this one for.
And the total, with it being equipped the way you wanted to equip them, I looking for right at 60,000.
62,000.
62 for the van and then
$108,030.
Okay.
So it says quantity of units two, what is that?
where are we looking?
I'm just looking at this one, is that the petition part? Where it's showing
That's so back
two,
here.
Do this, or what is that? Must be right.
What are we doing? We're adding this and this?
So.
The only thing, the only reason I would think it's safe to is it's almost two of them combined, but from my understanding. It's technically three with the third compartment in there.
Maybe. It's from the driver and.
That's who it's from, yeah.
Okay, so. It's probably two.
So what we're saying is two is one, each side is one.
Well, we got a quote on. The Ford Transit and a quote on ProMaster, so they might have.
Oh, I see.
Just listed two. So from the total price.
How many times a week would this vehicle be used?
It potentially could be used 5 days a week. That's hard for me to.
Do you use it to transport people to penitentiaries or what? So
So this one or what we currently do?
Well, what you do with this van?
What we do with this van, anything other than our local courts, we would use this vehicle. So if we have a high risk transport still, we would be able to isolate much better than we currently are. Anything where we're going picking up an offender where we don't have an established relationship of knowing who they are and their capabilities, we would use the new van or EDOs especially.
So when somebody's transported from Starke County jail to a state correctional facility, does the state come and pick them up or do you guys?
We are responsible for transportation. All counties are responsible.
Okay, I didn't know.
No, that's
Thank you
okay.
for answering that.
That's okay.
And right now you're using your van with one officer and driver?
If it's a high risk, it takes multiple officers.
Okay, right, okay, I understand.
One we currently have. Just put some context. Doesn't have
Just for the,
like that, no guards or anything like that.
Where do the commissioners suggested the money come from?
The seated fund.
There's only one place it can come from.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Jail
think-
seated.
I'm sorry, jail seated.
There's two seated funds.
Yeah, but I mean,
And jail seated, where's that standing? Where are we looking at with jail seated as far as what shape are we in with jail seated? Is it running low or what?
I sent you guys all
I
a
don't think-
financial
I don't think
report.
it's-
Okay, didn't have a chance to look at it. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'll look at my email here.
I have a question.
What?
If you're taking, are you taking multiple offenders in the same vehicle?
Times we,
Like how many would you say, how many times do you take multiple offenders? In the
well, if we're
vehicle?
running circuit court, there
Okay.
could be. Anywhere from
2 to 13.
9, 13, yeah.
Okay.
If we're running a DOC trip. Typically around 3, that's usually down to Indianapolis, to RDC.
so then. Would this van be used for the offenders? Is that the correct word? Offenders?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's.
I don't wanna say the wrong thing.
That's right.
That would be. They would like go to, let's say they go to the fairgrounds or they go to San Pierre.
No, we would still like to use
Okay.
the older van for that. Those are
Okay.
very low risk offenders,
Okay,
usually
all
on
right.
some
Yeah,
sort of
right.
program.
That's what I was getting at.
Like if we're doing road crews,
Yeah,
plus if there's a scratch or a dent, I'm not overly concerned with a vehicle that already
Right.
has scratches and
Right.
dents. I don't really wanna
Yeah.
do that with a new vehicle.
because that was my thought, because if we're gonna be using it for that. Then it's gonna get maybe
Right.
some unwarranted. Mileage and use on it. I mean,
Did speak with the Diverge company outfitter, find out about warranty, same warranty as the vehicle, so. I asked if something breaks as far as their product goes, it's all covered under warranty. The exact same as the actual.
find it, Michael?
I'm looking.
When somebody's transported to a state correctional facility, is Starke County reimbursed for taking them or is that all in the county's dime?
Nope, that's all in the county's now.
Okay.
It's probably always been like that.
Yes, from my understanding, that's the way it's always been.
Okay.
The only time that changes is if it's for example, we're a little bit different than most counties. We actually have a DOC program
Right.
here. I guess in theory, we get reimbursed for the offender of that day. But a specific reimbursement for travel, we do not.
Are there transport companies that would transport these prisoners? And my thought process is not only just the cost of the machine, but by the time you fuel it and service it and you have 2 or 3 different officers, that sounds like it could get pretty expensive. We have problems with having enough labor on the force. Is there such a service as to transport?
There are, typically those are used for long distance transports. For example, let's say we had an offender in Washington or something like that. For an offense that the courts say, yes, they're extraditable, meaning that we're gonna come get them. There are companies that do that. It's pretty pricey to do it, but we have done it in the past. Especially for those because it kind of evens out by the time you pay for the officer, their stay, things like that, it evens out and it's less risk on the county. What wouldn't be beneficial is what we call a switch message.
Right?
In our line of work. So let's say I get arrested in Marshall County and I have a warrant in Starke County. It's the responsibility of the warranting agency to transport that offender. That wouldn't be cost beneficial to send them just to Marshall County to come here, just to bring them here for our warrants. If that makes sense the way I'm explaining it.
But it would put a lot less stress on your current vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking probably, in all fairness, you're probably talking out of 6.
And I'm sure Jack and you guys have all figured this out, but, I just always like to look.
No, that's
at
okay.
the options too.
That's okay.
So, yeah, we got, there's 4,400,000.
Jail seated.
No, 4,600,000.
600.
The one I've got says 400.
No, this is the one as of September
Okay.
8th.
And you think this plan's gonna last
Yeah,
10 years?
Obviously, I can't predict the future.
But you can.
Comparative to what we have, this one we've had for over 10 years.
Would it be a shame if we didn't spend it and had to cut what we taxed our taxpayers with? If we found out another way to do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure we all know where it's not gonna come from. And that would be the state. We can count on that. Guarantee you that. So the key is the old van would still be utilized for the work release.
Correct, that's what we would like.
So to speak.
Trailer pulling,
Yeah.
like cleanup, stuff like that.
I know, Todd, you mentioned the miles you had on there. I'm wondering what kind of idle hours are on those things, because many of the fleet vehicles like we used when I was employed with the company, was that you could have 16 hours of driving time on the thing, but we would sit and idle it in the zero weather
For 110 hours.
10 hours a week. So you could have a whole lot of wear and tear on the engine, and
that's
the
true.
miles won't show it, so. I'm sure you guys idle those vans some, you gotta keep people warm and cool or whatever, but.
Yeah. He's being on your side.
If that had an hour meter on it, I absolutely, but
I'm
it
sure
doesn't.
there's more hours on there than would be on someone driving to and from work each day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
All right, so. What is the complete total?
$108,030 for the van and the outfitting.
All right, well, what's the will of the council? Anybody have any discussion about what they're trying to do?
Well, I'm just gonna say one thing here. I don't want anybody to hang me for it, but, I know the public's gonna ask me after this. We have found low mileage vehicles like for EMA and other, from these places that sell them. Have we checked to see if they have transfer vans at any of those places? $108,000 is a lot of money for a vehicle, like that's more than a pursuit vehicle. you know.
And understanding that, and that's a fair comparison. There are transit vans out there. Those particular vans do hold their value pretty high. And all different manufacturers, anything from a Ford to all the way up to a Mercedes. Some of those are even diesel engines. But just my opinion, if this is a 1 in 10 year purchase, kind of going off of the past, if we're gonna do it once every 10 years, if we can, I would like to purchase a new one.
And all I was gonna say yes for 65, when I heard 108, that's what made me cringe a little bit.
Understand.
But a lot of that cost is outfitting it to do what it needs to do.
Yeah, that's almost 30% of it, I mean, really, I mean, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say something, Mr. But
You go right ahead.
what was in jail seat? It's $4 million. $4 million. Conservatively, I think $108,000 is a lot of money to spend. You're gonna use the vehicle, I hope, but for 10 years. I think we're all reluctant when we spend $108,000 of taxpayers' money. We all gotta think really hard to do this. So I've been sitting here doing some real fast thinking. I would like to have a little time to think about it.
Oh, no kidding.
So I'm sitting here doing some really fast thinking of the positives and the negatives. The negative is $108,000. And I asked them several questions trying to think about how the county could recoup money from this vehicle. And obviously, it's not your fault, but obviously there isn't any. You're not getting paid to transport. That's county responsibility, obviously. At some point, and here's where I'm trying to think fast, at some point, the vehicle you're using now, it's an old vehicle. And it's probably 130,000. It's probably not gonna last 10 years. I think we can all safely say that.
How long have we had that vehicle?
I've been at the county, at this department for 10 years. It was there when I got there. I don't know.
It has lasted.
Correct.
It has lasted.
And what size was the chassis? Was it a 1 ton?
I think they call them Chevy Express 3500.
So it'd be a
One ton.
it'd be one.
Or I have a heavy system.
Yeah, that's a 1 ton.
You guys need an answer tonight?
That the council send us your way. Oh, sorry, the commissioners send us your way.
Could I ask one more question? Before we move ahead, is this something though that could go to bid for multiple companies? Has it gone to bid to multiple companies?
Oh, we've gotten quotes from a couple companies. The second, I don't know if you have that. The second bid was for 111,000. For a smaller company, the company that we chose was actually cheaper, and it is nationwide. That
The company that we did go with, they have service centers now, it's everywhere.
For that amount, I think you have to have 3 quotes.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm just asking by the amount, if we have to have more quotes.
You have to have 3.
Isn't that 3 right there? That you have.
Sorry, I thought he said 2.
Isn't that 3 different ones? Or-
this is the separate company. There are more than 3 quotes if you count us changing vans and trying to figure out which van.
How many
That's the quote, the highlighted area at the very, very top.
There's 3 different vehicles from a.
Not from 3 separate
company
vendors,
that we.
if that makes sense.
But your equipment, that doesn't do.
Well, these
They
are,
don't come from the same outfit, right? That you'll.
So they do their own equipment and Diverge is a completely different company.
Yeah, that's why I say you're buying the vehicle and then you'll have somebody else.
Not from them, they sell the vehicle and outfit it all themselves. With the.
well, I think what Todd asked and what Dave asked is, in order for us to make a motion, we need 3 solid bids from 3 separate companies.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do we have to?
I don't know where where it's included there, because you're taking a chassis from one company. And then you're taking the bid for the outfitting from somebody different, because. People have, I mean. Do you have a bid from one company to do it all?
Is that
The chassis and everything?
TWR? Yeah, they do, but they do it all. The one you just viewed was a do it all.
Okay, so. Here, so that being said, Dave, they have one bid. For the entire thing, the chassis and all the outfitting. And then the other bids they have are for vehicles
And then outsource.
and then outsourcing. The equipment of it. So, I mean. how
I
does
just
it-
want to make sure we're compliant, because like we're doing an ambulance, we put a
Right.
spec together. And then that spec goes to bid to however many companies want to bid. I just want to make sure that we're following the rules if we do.
The outfitting doesn't rise to the $50,000 level. The outfitting is 42,000 or 40 some thousand bucks.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to be, since it's under that $50,000 threshold, that one doesn't have to be. You don't have to reach out to 3 vendors known to deal in the industry. For the one that's over $50,000, between 50,000 and 150K, I think is what we're looking at here. You have to reach out to 3 people known to deal in that industry. So it's not to say you have to solicit 3 quotes, but you have to at least reach out to 3. So 2 pieces there, because one, again, is the outfitting. I'm not too worried about, because it's not that $50,000 threshold. It sounds like that's a whole different service. It's just the actual purpose of the vehicles that would qualify. We have to reach out to 3 different companies known to deal in the industry. If you reach out to 3 and only 2 give you a quote back, you're still fine. So I'm not sure if you reached out to 3.
Reach out to plenty more than 3.
What?
It doesn't the state, weren't we buying some equipment
State board
through a cooperative?
Yeah, I've reached out to Bluebird, there's all kinds of different.
I mean, if
we have a paper.
If you reached out to Bluebird and you've got a bid from GM, so obviously if you have a bid from that, I don't know if there was one for that Mercedes.
No, that was just,
That was just,
I was using.
yeah,
the different
you're just using that.
Right.
Yeah,
I think we have to confirm we have the paper trail.
yeah, there has to be a paper trail, I mean.
Not that we don't trust the sheriff's department. I'm just saying that we got to cover ourselves because we'll be audited for that.
You want us to submit all of our email correspondence to you, just so we could track that?
Yeah, you can send it to me if you like, just so we can show that you've reached out to at least 3 different companies.
And we're only talking about the vehicle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So. With that being said, I mean, we can either table it or we can make it based on what Justin finds out. I mean, if Justin finds out that that paper trail is sufficient.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it over to Michael Lean so the auditor can log it, because they're the ones that are gonna be
Okay.
part of the audit, but okay.
Hey, Todd.
Yeah.
Also, I couldn't hear if you asked if one of those quotes was from Sourcewell, which is a provider for the government. I mean,
Well, yeah, we brought that up, and I don't know if you guys ever reached out to Sourcewell.
I think that would be important to reach out to Sourcewell as well.
Because Sourcewell, there's no bid, right?
So Sourcewell, there's a spot, not to belabor the point, there's an actual statute that says if you use an online company that solicits bids, which is what Sourcewell does, you can buy straight from them without having to go through the bid process.
Yeah.
Because they've already solicited the best price, so they've already complied with the open bidding requirements.
Yeah, there's Sourcewell and there's another one too. I don't know
Yeah.
what, bid something, I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's bid.gov.
Yeah, bid.gov, because like the county highway has bought numerous things from Sourcewell. Just for that reason, because you're apt to get the best price there is. Because they've done everything for you.
I guess my own concern with that, I don't know anything about that company. What do you do about warranty issues? Do they come?
Still manufacturer's warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're.
So if it's, let's say it's a Ford, you just take it to the, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
they're like a broker, kind of sort of, you know, I mean, they're just doing the solicitation of the bids. And. I mean, that's how that works, I mean, that's a good way.
So, Mr. President, I'm ready to make a motion that we table this until we either are in compliance, by working with this source well or as long as we are in compliance and not to do anything until we are.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second from, okay. Do we have any discussion? Dave, you have anything?
No, I think that would be the main thing, is just making sure we don't get in trouble.
Okay, all in favor?
No.
Aye, opposed? So if you reach out, I don't, do you have a contact in Source Call?
No, I don't.
I know.
Rachel does.
Rachel does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you use them for snow plows, everything. And then if we get that paper trail to him, if Sourcewell doesn't have anything or they can't do it, then we're all in compliance. And we don't have to.
We just come to the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not turning you down.
Hopefully Lock Monday gave us the municipal discount.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hopefully Lock Monday also gave us the municipal discount, because all dealerships have a
Yeah.
municipal
Third
discount.
Monday of
You're right.
October.
You're right.
It'd be the 20th of October at 6 o'clock.
Okay. The next day is the plan commission.
Thank you very much.
The ordinance fees come out of solar funds. I guess that's what the commissioners must have approved.
They want the planning commission to prepare or have their attorney, well, you can explain it better than I do.
So the planning commission's attorney, I think it's Nathan Biss, that sounds right, to prepare the new solar ordinance, and I think Nathan said it would probably be about $4,000-ish, because they've got to go through public hearings. And it'll probably take quite a bit to put together that ordinance, so they want to approve up to $4,000 to pay for Nathan to draft the new solar ordinance.
I'm in favor of this, but I can't make the motion, but I talked to Howard about it because he's our planning commission rep, but I like the idea.
Yeah, and
Sounds like common
and Howard,
sense to me.
you're on the plan. Can I share a little bit with you? All right. We've got till February to have a solar ordinance in place. And the actual meeting that this came up, I was not there. But I asked at our last meeting. What we're trying to do is put together a non-biased, non-partial, solid solar ordinance. In fairness to the public and in fairness to the solar companies. And the thought is, if we have the attorney put it together and it's reviewed by the planning commissioner, of course, the council and the commissioners, it would be probably the fairest, the most accurate way to compile an ordinance that was strict, but yet fair to everybody. And he would reach out to professionals and reach out to get a feel of what other counties are doing, what they've done right, what they've done wrong. And for $4,000, we thought that would be the best way to go. And it would be, I think, I don't want to say the word guaranteed, but we have till February to have this done. We have to have a solar ordinance in place by February, and that's not long, guys. So as a member of the planning commission, I do support it.
Hey, Todd,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve $4,000 not to succeed out of the solar funds.
All right, we have a motion by Bill, a second,
I'll
second by
second
discussion, anyone?
Can second.
Hey, all in favor?
Who seconded it? I'm sorry, Bruce? Bruce.
Or Dave, whatever. Opposed? All right, there you go.
Done deal.
All right, the next thing on our agenda is several budget adoption items. With that being said, we need a motion to open the public hearing.
Oh, wait,
What?
budget adoption, you already had the public hearing.
No, I mean, it's out for these 4 amendments.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry. We need to have a public hearing for ordinance 18, 21, 20, and 22. They're out of order.
I had it in order.
Mine's in order.
Well, I probably messed them up.
I'll make a motion to open the public
Okay,
hearing.
have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, public hearing is open. Um. The first thing is for the health department. And we already approved this and it was advertised that we would let the health department have a range from $25 to $35 for a nurse. We've already approved that.
So you just need a motion.
We can't make a
Oh,
motion.
right, I'm sorry.
We have to have.
Right,
Is
you're right.
is there any public discussion on this? All right. Okay, the next one is ordinance 20. And this is one that we already approved. And this is for the sheriff's department. It is a grand total, hold on your seats. $347,000 and three.
No, sheriff says
that's-
343,000. The 4312 is the recorder.
This says 3,047, 312. I'm looking right at it.
That's the total of the sheriff and the.
Oh, I see, you're right, okay. All right, sorry. You make this difficult, I'm tired. Okay, so for the sheriff's office, it's 3,000 or 343,000 and no change. That was for $25,000 for extra help, $38,000 for patrolman, $180,000 for retirement, $95,000 for overtime, $5,000 for the canine. And the other one is the recorder's extra help, 4,312. And the next one that is on this is election upgrade for $39,500. And we have approved those. Here's all the sheets. It's been advertised.
The proof is there, where you just got.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
So do we have any discussion on this? Public discussion? We've already voted on it. All right, moving right along. Okay, this is ordinance 21. This is out of the jail seated. As you all remembered, we were trying to do some creative things. So we could use that money like it should be used and not put such a burden on the county, general budget. So what we have is out of jail seated, we have $25,000 for security officers and $25,000 for other service and charges, repair and maintenance. Before, we had been taking that out of county general and we switched it to where it should be because it has to do with jail. So that's a total of $45,000. And then with that, we also are taking 70,000 out of the opioid restricted fund pre-trial. And that would be for the person that would keep people out of jail.
Right.
That would be the deal where the state paid us.
Bracelets and.
Yeah, the state paid us before, or they paid the salary to do it, but now with Senate Bill 1, they did away with giving us that money. So we had to make a decision whether we were gonna pay $8 for a bracelet or we're gonna put them in jail for $35. So not only can we do it cheaper, but maybe we can help people as well. Okay, and the other,
Ordinance.
that's it right there. That's all for ordinance 21. All the proof is here. We have voted on it. It's been published. This doesn't have to be published.
No.
Okay.
Ordinance 22,
All right, the last one is ordinance 22.
and it's basically just a transfer. But it's from one category to another category, so.
Okay. Okay, this is not an additional. This is a transfer in the treasurer's office from dues and subscriptions, 4357, newspaper advertising 700, Kelly still there? Yeah. And printing and mailing, because you were able to,
Save money.
she was able to save money. So with that being said, she wants to transfer those out of the 3,000 category into the 4,000, which is office furniture. So it's a transfer of 268868.
I did not plan.
Pardon me?
I did not plan on using all of it for that. I just. Transfer it over there.
So that's what the transfer is. Is this a public hearing too? Okay. We have not voted on it. We didn't vote on this yet, though. None of this we did.
Are you asking if there's public comment?
Yeah, I will. I'm just looking at it. Okay, is there any public comment on this? So I guess we can have a motion to close the public hearing. Second, public hearing is closed. Okay,
I didn't hear who made.
I did, I moved, I had a movement.
okay, with that being said,
And who seconded it?
we still have to vote on this, even though we've already done it once.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
that's the law.
We'll follow the law. Okay, so first, we'll do these separate. First, I need a motion for someone to approve ordinance number 18, which is the health department's changing their range. It's a salary ordinance item.
Make that motion.
Okay, we have motion by Kay, second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
there's one. All right. The next one is additional appropriations that we have all discussed and approved in a prior meeting, and that's why we were all here. So with that being said, do I have a motion to approve the $347,312?
Well, and there's
That is it.
county general and
Oh, and then also the election equipment for 39,500. Which these are all ones that we already approved, and that's why we're here.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, so we have a motion from Kay to approve additional appropriation order number 20.
Which one spot?
Do we have a second? Bill? Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and the last one is ordinance 21.
not the last one, that's second to the last one. You still have 22.
Yeah.
Source $22.
21.
I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm tired.
Me too.
Me too.
All right, so we have ordinance number 21. Which is
I'll share it.
$45,000, oh no, $25,000. No, $45,000 for jail city and $70,000 for opioid restricted. So do we have a motion to accept ordinance 21?
I'll make a motion.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, there you go. All right. The last one is the transfer. This is ordinance 22. So do we have a motion to approve this transfer as read? No additional. Okay, we have a motion by Kay. Have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, there you go. How'd we do? Is it all right?
Yeah, and you got the minutes and the budget adoptions back here.
That's,
Back to
we got that on there, yes. All right. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from 8/18 of the county council?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion by Kay, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Aye.
All right, the next thing is, get the employee appreciation dinner.
So that is the same number of people that we got last year for the same amount of money, almost not charging anything more than she charged last year.
Okay, the only question I had is last year it was brought up that spouses were not allowed and people brought their spouses. So is it yes or no?
So that's not up to me. We're not supposed to.
I brought mine, but he is a county employee, that's why he was allowed.
I wasn't
That's
talking
what-
about you.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure. If that's what you were.
I'm just
talking
asking
about.
a question.
I'm so excited.
I'm not asking you either, okay?
Is it our decision to make whether the spouses are income or not?
No, it's not.
Basically, it would kind of be because you'd have to approve more money if there was more people.
What if the spouse wants to pay? I'm just asking, but what if the spouse wanted to pay for their own?
I gotta get a spouse first.
Well, they probably already have how many people they've got. It's also June's birthdays too.
So it's birthday and employee appreciation.
Is it, how are we billed? Is it at the end of the dinner, then we're billed about, how much,
Or is it just so many people?
there's just so many?
So we have it for 135 people, although I think we have about 250 employees, but not everyone shows up. We usually have enough food to cover everybody. And then the food that's left over is generally taken to the jail, to the EMS spaces, so that those people that were working fed.
All right,
So if you wanna make it for more people, we can always make it for more people.
no,
It's completely up to you.
no, I don't wanna make it for more people.
Well, are we allowed to pay for the spouses? I mean, I remember there was some stuff way back when about, other departments when they brought their spouse. I mean, like, are we allowed to even include the spouses in the budget?
I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't be allowed to include them in the budget.
Yeah,
That's
but
a-
would you be able to bring them if they paid? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
But you'd have to know ahead of time,
You'd have to
Right.
have time,
so
yeah.
you have to have an employee
And
count.
then would have to, oh, well, maybe they would need this
Yeah.
many more people, so. I mean, it's up
I
to
mean,
you what we can do. I can send out an email and ask if anybody wants to bring it and how they have to pay and. Before we give, the final count, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we are giving a day off work though, right? Either they can do that or they can stay at work, right? That's the
Right,
only
right,
choice.
So, yeah.
Not the whole day, just from 1 o'clock,
Half a day,
from 1 PM till 4.
yeah, just 3 hours.
But what you're saying is we could let them pay at the door extra theoretically or something. I don't know. I
But
just,
we kind of have to know ahead
Yeah,
of
but
time
we-
because
yeah.
we'd have to have more.
yeah, no, I'm saying, but they would do this like whenever you get the head count, they would say, I'm bringing my spouse, and then they would pay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can pay ahead of time, pay at the door, it's whatever you guys want to do.
I think so.
We're flexible, I
Okay.
think.
Todd's got a flyer.
And here I've got the
Date.
flyer. It's
Date.
12/12. It's grand total of $2,295. What is this? And that's what it is. And we've done it for I don't know how many years. I mean,
I would like to see it a situation, and I know we gotta follow the legal rules with the state board of accounts and things. I would like to see it where the spouses are welcome. My opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to get them to pay in advance, why not just put it out that way, that whatever it is they pay it, just so we don't get in trouble by the state.
That's what I.
yeah. So with that being said, we as the council would need a motion for the $2,295.
And that's just for the employees.
That's just from the employees' part.
I think we have to do it.
The rest of it's up
I
to,
will make that motion.
All right.
I was gonna say bah humbug, but I changed my mind.
Well, are you gonna invite your spouse is the question.
She eats like, hey Dave, she eats like a bird.
not if he has to pay, he's not.
You realize, eat 3 times, you say you just eat 3 times your body weight.
All right, so
You get in trouble no matter what.
we have a motion by Bruce to approve $2,295 for the employee appreciation dinner on 12/12/2025, and this is limited to county employees. Spouses will have to make arrangements, will have to have arrangements made through the auditor's office for them to attend. Okay. Right? Is that right, Bruce?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right,
If we bring our spouses, we'll just bring some saltine crackers.
that's fine. Okay, we have a second by Kate. All in favor?
Alright,
All right, I'll see you guys later, Todd. I have to go get my shuttle. I'll see you guys. Thanks a
Okay.
lot.
Very
Yeah.
important question, Todd.
Are you in Brazil?
This meeting.
I know you were.
I'm
know.
on my way
I
to
know.
Brazil
I
because
know.
I had to get
I
a
know. I
visa,
know.
unbeknownst to my hosts, unbeknownst to the airline. Brazil reinstituted that. They lifted it last year at the end of the year. They reinstated it this year. So I just got my visa. I applied for it Friday and got it today. So I'm leaving for Brazil now. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see ya.
See you.
We got-
We have to do a correction here.
Not this meeting.
The council meeting, Kay wasn't here, so I don't know if she can second the motion.
I made the
To approve
The minutes, oh, okay,
So who made the original motion?
hang on, I'm looking.
I made
Made the motion.
Okay,
So.
so since Kate is goes control, we need a motion to approve the 8/18/25 county council minutes. So moved. Okay, we have a motion by Bruce, we have a second by.
Bill already seconded.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in favor? I'll be lifting, we'll do it.
All right.
We got it.
Oh, who's the other one she needs?
With that being said, does anybody in the audience have anything? You better
Well,
make it, you better
we
make
gotta
it
do the
quick.
budget adoption.
God, where's that at?
Well, I sent it all to you and I asked you if you wanted it printed out to let me know because it was a lot of pages.
Selling this.
Then why you telling me that?
Wrong with that. Pay attention.
On this, I bought a snack.
Yeah.
I think I need one more thing.
Okay.
Slip them all, Billy.
She has it.
I can't sign it. Is that-
Thank you.
Okay, the budget adoption, we've already voted on it. Or we've already
You
discussed it.
had, yeah, you've discussed it, but you need to make some changes. You said you were gonna make some changes.
I have it in front of me. Do we have to do it tonight?
Yeah, was advertised that way and I sent this to all of you
I
and
can't,
asked.
I can't print all that out on my phone.
No, I asked you if you wanted printouts, so let me know and I would print them out for you.
No, I never saw it. I never saw the email. I'm not
Well,
saying you didn't send it.
Huh?
I'm not saying you didn't send it.
No, I did send it.
No, I'm not saying you did, but I'm just telling you, I never sent it.
So
So, thought it was done and dusted, but that's.
I thought we already discussed this. and-
you have to do the public hearing, which you did. Now this is
Yeah.
the final adoption.
So if we do the final adoption right now. We can still change it if we want to,
Well, right, but you wanted to discuss my salary.
right?
You still kept tabling it, so.
Well. I've already told everybody how I feel, so. It's not my decision to make a motion. Or the second one. All I can do is break a tie. So I don't know how it is listed there in the budget. Is it listed for the $10,000 increase?
Well, it's not, it was listed as to put back what you took away last year plus the 3% raise.
Which is $10,000.
Right right around there, hang on, get to it.
$10,617, guessing.
See on Facebook, she looked like she was traveling last week.
Not quite, it's like 8,000.
Okay, well, I guess.
Let me ask you a question. When Michael's requesting. Is that what Rachel was receiving?
Mhm.
But we took it away when Rachel was in there.
No, you took it away when I was in here. You took it away in July and I started in July.
Right, but we took it away before you were here. Before you had started your position,
But Rachel had already resigned,
okay?
but
what,
Rachel was getting it.
but what I'm
yes.
saying is we took it away before you had ever been put in the position.
But I was getting paid it for that
That's-
6 months.
Well, it's only because we couldn't change it in the year in the salary year, that's why. It's up to the members.
I make a motion that we pay. Our auditor, Mrs. Houston. The salary. That Rachel Ostriker was making. When she left office.
So that's gonna be probably an $8,000 some raise.
Well, but how in fairness can we take it away from her when Rachel was getting it?
Well,
Actually, it's not quite 8,000.
here's my only thing about the whole thing is. Okay, so here we are. So we took it away. We took it away last year for this year, correct? Right?
No, I haven't gotten it all this year.
Oh,
Right, I got
that's
it
what I
this
said.
year, but I didn't get it this year.
Okay, so we took it all away. So here we are, we're in September, okay? And we just started talking about this in June or July. So. Why all of a sudden is it so important when it wasn't important for 6 months of the year?
I'm sorry, but I mentioned it right off the bat. I mentioned it in January after I got my first check.
Then I probably never could listen because.
You probably didn't,
Because
but I
knew what, I
did
knew what.
January.
Anyways,
Numerous times.
we have a motion from Howard. To raise Michaeline's pay to what the previous auditor's pay was, correct, Howard?
That's my
Okay.
motion.
Do we have a second? Do we have a second? Okay, motion died for lack of a second. Do we have any other motions? Well, we have to do something, because I don't know where your pay stands if we do nothing.
I'm just looking, I want to explain my motion. I'm looking at it as a matter, and all the other salaries can be discussed later. I understand that, but right now we're talking about her salary. And I don't see, I'm going to use the word fairness. How one auditor could receive this salary. And she collected it for what, 6 months? And it's taken away. That's my point. We need to, why did we take it away? I don't think we ever decided why.
We took it away from the standpoint of. There was money in there for extra meetings, and also there was a considerably higher pay than any other elected official. That's why. I mean, I can make a motion.
Well, I want to say this, when I seen the surveyor's salary cut, so. When I first came on, I thought that was unfair.
I do too.
I know there's some concerns that if one person gets it. Somebody else will want it. I don't believe that an office holder. Should get paid for night meetings if they're not doing the night meetings.
So even if they are, they shouldn't.
Well,
I don't think
just
any
saying how
bill
I
should be
feel,
paid for night meetings.
but
And the thing about, the thing about the surveyor. We did that because of the state of the statute. Which said that if you are not. An LE, a land surveyor. Your pay was 67% of whatever was appropriated for that position.
I remember that.
And that's why we did what we did. We were just,
Makes $14,000 a year, just saying.
yeah, we know that.
yeah.
Some corners in our,
And she's
they only
underpaid.
make $6,000. Yeah, some of them only make $6,000 in counties our size.
Not very many.
No, there's not. There's only like 10 counties that are in our size.
The only point that I would like to make is, at the time, I was not told the extra money was night meetings. I was receiving that pay. And then in January, I wasn't aware that it was taken away until I got my first paycheck, and it was $200 less than my last paycheck.
I mean, that's the decision this board made. Before.
I mean, I would consider, I mean, I think it's worth considering the next election that comes up, if we want to lower that. Then it's understandable. I mean, when somebody runs for public office, and I know where it's going, but. If somebody runs for an elected office, they look and see how much, what that pays before they decide they're gonna run. Now, I'm going to assume when you accepted your position, because you were appointed, that you assumed that salary was what you were told it was going to be.
Absolutely.
I understand what you're saying, Howard, but. If we went back to the minutes, we could probably find it in there. Where we did cut a certain individual's pay. And when they came to the meeting to discuss it, I asked them point blank, did you know what the pay was? They said, didn't have a clue.
But I
I'm
did.
not saying you, Mike Blank.
Yeah, I don't know who you're referring to.
No, we could go back to the minutes and find it, I'm sure. But that's irregardless. The only thing is we cut that pay in 2024. No, yeah,
Yeah.
2024. Okay, And so here we are now in 2025, over a year later. So,
And the reason it had to wait a year is because you couldn't change the
Right,
salary
right.
after it was.
right, we cannot change salary for elected officials in the year of that salary.
$200 paycheck there.
So Howard made a motion, it died for a lack of a second. So do we have another motion? For something? So how is it written now, Michael? If we just approve the budget, what is your salary gonna be? Is it gonna be plus the 8,000 or whatever?
Well, that's how it is.
Okay, so the way it is now, if we do nothing, she will have the salary plus she'll have the salary that Howard basically made a motion for. If we do nothing. Well, I can make a motion, so I will. If you guys don't like it, that's fine. I make a motion that we take the auditor's pay for what it was last year. And we raise it 3%, just like everybody else. That's my motion. If nobody likes it, that's fine. You're more than welcome to make a motion. But nobody seems to be making one. So that's my motion. You have a second? All right, that died for lack of a second. Okay, now what are we gonna do?
Okay, I'm going to come in as a compromiser here. I don't even know if we can do this legally.
Can do anything we want.
That's what the well-dressed young man sitting down at the end of the school. My motion was to give her salary that Rachel was making. Your motion was to give her the 3% raise. My motion was like what, approximately $8,000 more a year. My motion is to make that $4,000 more a year, plus the 3% increase in salary. Okay, trying to be a compromiser.
We have a motion by Howard to raise the auditor's pay $4,000 from the rate it is of 2025. On plus a $3,000, or I'm sorry, 3% increase. Okay, that's Howard's motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, there you go. All right. All right, with that being said, we have to do anything else? Can we leave now?
Yeah.
I'll bring something up real quick. So getting back to the spouses.
You have 1 minute.
Okay, the room only holds 150 people.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the,
What if,
you still gotta approve the budget.
since you guys are the government body with the commissioners, what if we allow commissioners and council to bring their spouses and we just up the number to 145?
Me personally, I disagree with that 100%. That's not fair. We're no better than anybody else who works for the county.
You're the government body.
Pardon me? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You can't, state board of accounts doesn't allow you to do that.
Pardon me?
What if we left the number at 135 and you paid for your spouse?
Yeah, that's what we
That's what we
did.
did.
That's what we did.
Yeah, but you said everybody.
Well, every spouse, anybody that brings their spouse.
Our room only holds 150.
capacity.
Then if you get to 150, you gotta cut it off.
It's
Okay.
150, so that's only, it's 15,
Where's it at, the VFW?
yeah.
What if what are we paying the VFW?
They're making this wage up way more difficult.
DFW, right,
Oh, okay.
but the extra tables is everything's about, hey. Yeah.
We consider Washington Township, it cost us.
Yeah, it costs
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Make a motion that
No.
Michael Ian paid.
What? You're so funny, Bruce.
When do you have to give her the numbers?
We normally have to give her the numbers by the end of October.
Okay, so we got time then.
Okay.
So we got a whole other meeting. Okay, so,
I made everybody.
okay, no, we can't go yet.
Gotta adopt the budget.
Okay, we need a motion to adopt the 2026 budget.
I'll make it.
Motion by Kay,
I'll second.
second by Bill.
Aye.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
With that being said, anybody have anything to say that was relevant to anything?
Real quick, I wanted to let y'all know that last week, Rao and Nova Source made a donation to the Paso Fire Department in the tune of just under $35,000. They bought an ATV, a trailer, and a spray foam rig for that piece of equipment.
Mammoth,
And,
wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good.
that was
All right,
donation.
sure they appreciate it. Thank you.
Is the FEMA budget included in that budget approval?
No.
The NJSP?
Oh, yeah, we have to do that separately, I think, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I'll make a motion to approve that budget.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
You know, I was gonna ask that.
Who seconded the?
See, that's the whole thing.
My name's Bill. Do they?
It's part of the. budget.
Okay, and I see they're here. We don't need to look. You've seen enough. Do it. And they've been very transparent with this, I
I
believe.
make a motion, we approve the Stark County Airport's budget.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Just have one more question. Why don't we ever see the Stark County Library's budget?
It might not be required.
Oh.
All right, I'm just asking,
Yeah, I-
because they have a tax rate.
Yeah, but it wasn't last year either.
Yeah, yeah, I wonder if it was.
Did he leave?
Hey, do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second? Second, all in favor?
Thank you,
Aye.
guys. Thank you.
Look, I guess I'm in trouble.